Alright, hopefully it's the last part, guys.
Yeah, I hope so. Until it...
Wait, where'd you go, Sonic? Oh, there you are.
Right here, you douche. Where do you think I am, at the strip club?
No, because I think you're at $1 million.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Alright, let's do this.
Tab 60 non-gaming creepypastas. Part 5. Part 6.
Alright, let's do this. Number 8.
Alright, let's see what this has to offer now.
Anansi's Goat Man.
Anansi's Goat Man.
Based on a Native American legend, this story was originally
I've
found
seen
on
that
4chan's paranormal board. The Goat Man refers to a legendary half-goat, half-human cryptid that had the head and hindquarters of a goat and the body of a human. The incident happened in Alabama, where a group of family and friends went camping in the woods. They reported seeing a strange figure, which resembled a goat man, chanting in a strange language. The group spent the rest of the night in fear, as the goat man slowly infiltrated the group, terrorizing them into a frenzied state of paranoia. There are other reports of this encounter all over the world, but most follow a similar formula, where a group is stalked by the unexplained entity, but with different outcomes. Numerous urban legends exist about the creature's origins and the methods it employs to claim its victims. According to some accounts, the creature uses either hypnosis or voice mimicry to lure trespassers to it. The goat man has also been observed disguising itself as another human, hiding amongst the public.
Yes, I know.
It's so horrible, but I like it.
Don't say that, Enderman. You make me more scared with that words.
I'm sorry.
Alright, number 7.
Ted the Caver.
Ted
began an Angel Fire page on March 23rd, 2001,
Ooh,
to share his caving
God's
journal
mouth.
online. The posts detail events that occurred in December of 2000, when Ted and his friend Brad began exploring a cave that they found close to their home. When they entered the cave, they found a narrow passageway with a small hole that they began to drill through in order to explore further. The blog documents the strange occurrences that Ted, Brad, and later their friend Joe encountered.
Wait, why are you going inside the
screaming,
cave?
unnatural
that thing
wind,
is so stupid.
and strange
I'd
hieroglyphs
beat him
that
up if I
appeared
wanted
deep
to.
inside of the cave.
Too bad I'm not there.
The blog abruptly ends on May 19th, 2001, with a post detailing a 3-week period of time after their last visit to the cave. During this time, each of the cavers reportedly suffered from hallucinations and nightmares, leading to Ted, Joe, and Brad agreeing to visit the cave one final time for closure. Prepared to enter the cave with a gun and knife, Ted stated in the final blog post that he will update the website immediately after he returns with answers to everybody's questions. But the site has not been updated since. Real spelunkers have been known to have severe hallucinations. They're among the few people that often explore in absolute darkness and are exposed to other forms of sensory deprivation.
Oh shit. I think that guy got murdered.
I think so too.
Number 6. I think it's kinda creepy to do that voice, but oh well.
Normal porn for normalpeople.com.
More porn for
Normal porn for normal people is an anonymous website that is sent via chain email with the message, "Hi there, found this website you might like. Pass it on for the good of mankind." The tagline of the site, a website dedicated to the eradication of abnormal sexuality. The homepage is populated with a long rant the developer had made and claims each word of the rant was a separate link. After clicking on some links, one link led to the download of a file called peanut.avi. The video shows nothing more than a woman making a peanut butter sandwich and a man setting the sandwich down for a dog who would eat it.
Wait, I have to rewind.
Clicking on some links, one link led to the download of a file called peanut.avi. The video shows nothing more than a woman making a peanut butter sandwich and a man setting the sandwich down for a dog who would eat it. One user reported going on an image board to discuss his findings, but discovered a thread had already been made about the strange videos. One was called lickedclean.avi, which showed a repairman working on a washing machine, who then licks the top of it for 7 minutes. Another video called Diana.avi features nothing more than a woman talking and then playing her violin. However, a user on the image board pointed out that if you look in the reflection of the mirror in her room, you'll see a man in a chicken mask masturbating to her playing the violin. Eventually, the videos get more disturbing the further they went down the board. One titled Stumps.avi involved a man with no legs dancing on a Dance Dance Revolution dance mat until he collapses out of exhaustion. However, he begins dancing again when a man off camera screams at him to do so. Another video is titled Useless.avi, in which a woman from a previous video is tied down to a bed. A man in a black mask opens a door and lets an adult chimpanzee, which had been completely shaved and painted red, into the room. The chimpanzee mauls the woman on the bed
First of all,
and eats her.
why is porn isn't even a creepypasta? This is stupid.
I know.
Number 5. Hope it's not good. No more porn.
String theory.
String
theory is a short story about the author waking up one morning to discover that everything around him is surrounded by strings. Everybody and everything is connected to these strings, yet people are oblivious to them. Everyone he meets acts like he isn't there, and after untrancing his friends at school, they both try to unravel the mystery to this string theory. While in a shop, they begun to piece together the clues, such as predicting events before they even happen. Eventually, they spot an imp-like creature who is a helper in making these strings do things. It cannot speak, and when asked about making their own free will, the imp looks sad. They then decide to head home, and through complete exhaustion, they wake up the next day, only to find out that there are no more strings anywhere. The author is left scared and wonders whether his own actions are truly his own.
It's not even right. Number 4.
I hope we can make it.
Funny Mouth.
Funny Mouth?
Funny Mouth is a story about Charles Watts, who goes onto
Funny
a chat
Mouth?
forum
I don't
with his
get that
friend
one.
George,
Hello everyone,
and a
tonight
user named Funny Mouth joins their chat
I like to lick
and
the
ends up
lube.
sending random and inconsequential messages to them. Charles gets tired and eventually falls asleep and starts having nightmares, one of them involving a slimy worm on his neck. The following morning, Funny Mouth ends up obtaining Charlie's email and sends him a message at the exact time he fell asleep, asking to talk again. Charles blocks his address and begins to ignore the messages he posted. George sends an email asking if he can access the website. Charles agrees and loads up the page, but it shows a picture of a pixelated face with a tongue. However,
Holy fuck.
upon further inspection, the face was made up of tiny letters, HTML code coloring each letter specific to the image. Funny Mouth.
Here we go.
Believing the whole ordeal to be a prank, he asks if George gave Funny Mouth his email, but his friend denies. George also said that the page won't load for him. It shows a 404 error with coming soon. It is not supposed to be a redirect.
Har,
He
har,
even
har,
gave a
funny?
screenshot of the page.
I don't get that one.
After unblocking Funny Mouth's email, he notices 10 more emails from him, asking where he is
Hello,
gone
buddy.
and complimenting on
on.
his face.
I see your husband.
Charles
So
messages Funny
handsome
Mouth,
face.
asking if he could give back his
I don't
website,
understand. What are
and both
you
of them head
saying?
their separate ways. Pleased with his email, Charles
Oh,
heads to
what's
sleep
going on there?
and begins having more nightmares about
Kristen's
the
moving
slimy
around.
thing
Why are
on
you
his
doing
neck,
that?
but
It's
actually
because
feels fingers this time.
I feel so uncomfortable right now.
He wakes up
Okay.
and stumbles to the bathroom, looking into the mirror and finding his jaw hanging sideways like the Funny Mouth picture. Overcome with hysteria, he goes back to the chat room and imitates Funny Mouth, confusing his friend George.
Holy fuck. His jaw was hanging? That's not good.
No, it's not. It's not good. But let's see what number 3 is.
The strangest security tape I've ever seen.
The strangest
A
security
report
tape
was
I've
filed
ever
to the
seen.
FBI about a security tape which could not be explained. The tape had not been tampered with and was given to officials from a gas station. They stated that a new employee called Jeremy was hired and previously suspected of stealing. He was in charge of the cash desk and services around the shop. One of the employees had worked overtime and was replaying the CCTV footage back when he witnessed 3 regular customers coming into the store and buying the same things over and over again every hour. Even when the footage was sped up, no other customers appeared in the store except those 3. The 3 customers were identified as Miss Templeton, Ron, and Harley. Originally identified as a hoax, the video was proven false when the daylight outside the windows began to darken with the approaching dusk. Jeremy's routine didn't loop over. He swept, mopped, restocked, and did his routine duties. The video feed begins to cut up and a flash of Jeremy's face appears in the footage. From another angle, Jeremy is not visible, but the motor oil that was on the shelf disappears from the store. The next day, the tape is shown to the boss and they both are terrified. The employee has said that he was somehow trapped in a time loop where everything was frozen like wax statues. And he tried speaking to people, but they wouldn't hear him. His phone wasn't working, so he couldn't contact anyone. When the FBI called Jeremy's residence, they found a parking lot. According to the reports, there was a house once, but it was destroyed in a fire in 1993 by an arson attack. Jeremy was never found, and no fingerprints of his actions were found.
Well, that's just stupid.
Yeah, I know.
Number 2.
We need one more, then we're already done. Yeah, I'm proud.
Persuaded.
Oh, hell no.
In 2008, a news broadcast outlined that a tanker had capsized, causing the local wildlife to act aggressively towards the cleanup volunteers. The rescue workers were still trying to get the crew out of the ship with reports saying they could hear people screaming to be let out. After some success, the doors were torn open and the ship crew attacked the rescue workers like rabid baboons. The people on the shore that had been attacked by the animals were attacking everyone else. The broadcast was cut and news only revealed several days later that there was a viral infection, with the country going into a state of emergency. The story, however, tells the tale of a person who had barricaded himself behind his bathroom door and locked it, knowing of the mayhem ensuing around him. When the infected burst into his apartment, they gathered around his door and pleaded with him in a whisper to come out. The story ends with the writer explaining that they have been outside the door for the past 2 days.
That's
no idea what to do.
That's the zombie plague. Number 1!
Number 1!
Number 1!
Number 1.
No End House.
No
End House was a haunted house attraction that offered $500 to anyone who can pass through all
get out of here for
rooms in the
last time.
complex. It was built away from the public eye, and guests had to pay a $20 fee to enter the attraction.
Hey,
It was reported that anyone who took part in the challenge never made it all the way through. Witnesses describing the building as empty, with no staff present, and the layout looking like a traditional Halloween-style decoration. The first 2 rooms were reported as simply Halloween merchandise and props, which could be found at any local store, such as rubber bats, toy rats, and squeaky spiders. Room 3 contained a chair with a lamp hung above it, which cast shadows of figures on the walls that were not present in the current
Stupidest chair I've
vicinity.
ever seen.
Room 4 contained pitch-black darkness with a slow humming noise, which, according to witnesses, becomes unbearably loud. They have also claimed that they are stalked by some unknown entity, but have yet to understand what it is. Room 5 was described as a large room, themed with a forest with birds and insects buzzing. Guests claim that they have felt bugs, possibly hundreds, crawling all over their body and face, yet when they attempt to swat them off, they cannot see them anywhere. Room 6 was reported as the same room as Room 3.
This is terrifying,
but
Mario.
each guest had said they had seen
Brother,
some
can
child
you hear
in
me?
a beast
Yeah,
similar
I
to
can
a
hear
ram
you, but I
totem,
can't
but
hold
not
you. You
entering
must
the house.
ask Enderman for that.
As for other rooms,
Enderman?
there was only one instance where one person had witnessed room
you hold
7,
me?
8, and 9 and won the
I know
challenge.
you're scared,
He had
but
claimed
it's
it was
okay.
unlike anything he had ever seen.
Wait, what the
He
fuck is
also
that,
mentioned
guys?
about numbers on doors,
Is there
and
a shadow
saying there was
figure?
no
I don't
end.
know.
The
It's
no
so
end house
scary.
seems to have no limit
God.
to its
Oh my God.
size.
It's-
It can create different
What the?
dimensions and
Bashing the
settings
chair?
like
Are
large
you kidding
rooms
me?
and
Bashing
force
into a
within its
wall?
own walls. Why the
She
house was
broke
built
the
and for
chair.
what purpose remains a mystery.
What a greedy
but by the
person.
end of the attraction,
Yeah.
it's
What a
assumed the
freaking
guests are driven to
grabbing it.
insanity.
Whoa, I've never seen that before. What? There is a hand with tentacles on it. Blue screen, get out of here!
Yeah, blue screen.
What's that? Top Japanese creepypastas? What? Top internet creepypastas? Top internet creepypastas? Is that what it said? Yeah.
What? Let me read this. Top image creepypastas?
What? What's this?
Top creepypasta monsters?
What's going on? Blue screen?
Top experiment creepypastas?
What, SpongeBob? You're here?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh no. I'm sorry, Nick. Looks like this is not the end. We have to do more, guys.
What do we do?
I don't know, but it's creeping me out. What's going on?
I'm home! Hold me!
Yes, we're done! I'm done with the shit!
Yes.
We're finally done!
Yay! Yay! We're done! Enderman!
Sorry. Bye. Bye. Well, that was top 69 gaming creepypastas, and that was so freaking boring for me because I never see that. And let me static. So just hang on. Just pick up. No, it's not that one. No, hang on. Just a second. Let me turn off the sound. Is it this one? Yes. Let me play the static. Well, guys, it seems that it's not over. Sonic. Okay, the first ones was Sonic, Mario, Enderman, and Luigi who reacted to. So who will be the 5 persons to react to the rest of the others? I know. I'll think of something. Yeah, I'll think of something. I will think of something and I will get it. I will get it right away. Or do we have... Oh shit, Michael. Oh shit. I can do this. You can do this. Rush. I got the 5 persons. Yeah, I got all the 5. I got the 5 persons. If we have time. No, we don't. Well. Bye, I guess.